Hello, my name is Dury Kwan, and I want to be your YouTube editor. You would like to know more about your candidates, in this case me, so I guess I'll start off with some of my attributes. If I want something done, I'll get it done. For example, that young man right there, that was me when I was 18. I just joined the army straight out of high school. When I was a kid, I always wanted to join the army, so when I became a teenager, I kind of set in motion that goal because that's what I really wanted. Most people, including my parents, said roughly the same thing. You're dumb, you should just go to college. Well, guess what? I got a degree and the army paid for it. Who's dumb now? Me, but not because I joined the army. And when I was a kid, I was pretty immature, so the army fixed that real quickly. I also learned that I liked working in a team. I led soldiers, so I built leadership skills. But I think the lesson that had the most impact to me was a quote that I learned from my NCOs. The best way to learn is through pain and repetition. And by that, I don't mean like physical pain, I mean like push-ups and sit-ups. For example, there were times in the army where it was kind of harder to learn something. Not because I wasn't trying, it was just a very difficult thing to learn. So my NCOs said the quote, "The best way to learn is through pain and repetition." Had us get down in the push-up position. I thought it was goofy at first, but for some reason, being in that push-up position and going towards muscle fatigue kind of reworked my brain into learning the material quicker. Obviously, if you can learn without pain and repetition, you should go for it. But I kind of now agree that there's some truth behind the quote. Anyways, I wanted to become a filmmaker, but I was kind of stuck because I didn't get into college. Something that I thought would be easy for soldiers, but I didn't get in. And for thankfully less than a year, I was stuck in this limbo, and I looked towards motivational speakers, more specifically veterans as soldiers. And the biggest thing I learned from them was to always have a positive mindset and to be the warrior that I always was. Obviously, I didn't become an award-winning filmmaker, but it helped me come out of this limbo. I joined the National Guard, I went overseas the next year, I got into college, 3 years later I got my degree, and now I have 2 YouTube channels and a TikTok. Some people might say, hey, this is a tough life you've chosen. I say thank you. And I know I'm not the only veteran who's felt a sense of limbo after they got out of the military, because technically speaking, the army doesn't teach you about your goals and your motivations. They just help you transition to the civilian side and then say good luck. And when I think about all the skills that I do learn in transitioning out, I learned from my NCO. So technically speaking, I didn't learn anything transitioning out. And I don't think I'm the only veteran who felt stuck in a limbo. And now that I think about it, I don't think I'm the only person who's ever felt stuck in a limbo. So I think motivational and inspirational videos are a positive thing to have in the world. I want to end off by saying I want to be the best editor so I can help you with your brand as well as help myself and my creative outlet. I have 2 YouTube channels and a TikTok.